So, Sarah and David turned down my mystery house in Pendine. On the market for £255,000, it's a modern house built in a period style, with a good-sized kitchen and gardens laid to lawn. But it wasn't for them, so we're starting our day at Cottage. And though both Sarah and David had hoped to view the houses together, Sarah couldn't get the time off work. So they've asked their good friend Sue Gregory to join David for a second opinion.
Glad you could make it. Yeah, lovely.
Sue left Hemel Hempstead 3 years ago and now lives in Cornwall with her husband. She's part of the inspiration behind Sarah and David's move.
Good morning.
Morning.
So here we are on our property search. Now, Sarah's busy at work today, isn't she?
Yes,
unfortunately. But we've got the lovely Sue,
Hi.
who lives locally.
I do, yes.
So you're the expert on moving down here, obviously, Sue.
Well, we'll see.
I won't hold you to that. So, both of you, first impressions of the first property, what do you think?
Me, I think very Cornish cottagey, very nice indeed.
Very pretty, very, very pretty. I think Sarah will love it.
Oh, good. Well, that's an excellent first start.
Yeah.
Well, should we get inside and have a look around?
Of course, great.
Follow me. Thanks. Right, so in we come.
Thank you. Oh, this is nice.
So this is the kitchen, all important room for David. David, you said you definitely wanted something bigger than you've got at the moment.
Yes, definitely is bigger, yeah. The worktops, not that taken by the tops. The cupboard's okay, but maybe a bit of Cornish slate or something like that.
Yes, good point.
I think Sarah would prefer that than the artificial wood effect.
Right,
Yes.
yeah, that would be more
Oh,
her
much
taste.
more
Yeah.
her taste, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Nice seating area as well.
Yeah, do you think that's big enough, David?
Yeah, for breakfast.
Right, so if you follow me across here, this is the sort of circular route through to the living room.
This is very pretty.
Oh, yeah. I could
Very,
I
very
could see
pretty.
myself sitting in here in the winter.
So what do you like about it, David?
The fireplace, the Inglenook fireplace, lovely.
Stunning.
Yeah, it's
So
really
lovely.
nice.
Is there anything that you'd want to change in here, David?
The laminate flooring, it sort of jars against the older building. It's definitely not my sort of thing.
And what do you think Sarah would think of it, Sue?
I think she would love it. It's a nice sized room, cosy, warm, but good size with it.
The good thing about this property, of course, is that there are other seating areas because they've added the conservatory on as well. So if you head through first, David, we'll go and have an explore of the newer part.
Oh, wow. This is fabulous. Sarah would love this.
This is gorgeous.
There's a utility room here just behind us. So if you have a look at that, it's good size.
It is a good size.
Yeah.
I thought this could be made into a proper downstairs bathroom so that Bert doesn't have to go upstairs.
That is, perfect.
Good idea. Just what Sarah wanted.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's carry on down the length of conservatory. Do you think this would be a nice place for Bert to sit?
Oh, lovely. You could sit out here, have a cup of tea, sit down with any friends he's got gets to meet down here. Yes. This would definitely be his sort of area.
Now, further Bert territory, you've got this room on the end down here.
I think it's marvellous. Absolutely ideal. Ideal. Near to what can become a bathroom, lounge, everything within the same area.
Well, I'll tell you what I think you should do. I think go and have an explore of the rest of the house. Maybe give Sarah a call, give her a running update on what we've seen so far.
Right.
And then we'll get together and see what you think.
Oh, yes, great.
Okay, so you two head off. I'll see you later.
Hello, Sarah.
Hi, David.
Hello. I'm in the house and it's really, really lovely. To be precise, I'm sitting in the bathroom at the moment.
Oh, good. Well, what do you think about the doors going into the 2 rooms and everything?
Right, I reckon I can rig something up to lock them both at the same time. A bit of modern technology in this place.
Do you think so?
Yeah. Yeah, these are a couple of really spacious bedrooms.
They are good size. They're good for guests, especially for me and my husband when you invite us over.
The shed, it's really a little bit too small for my ceramics, but it'll do for the meantime.
Yes, I still question whether the house is just a little bit too remote for Sarah, but at least there's not much noise from the kennels.
Wow, David and Sue, you've had a look at everything, so don't give too much away at this stage, but what do you think of it from what you've seen so far?
I like it a lot. I really do.
See what
I
you
think it's absolutely stunning.
Yeah?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, now you've had a word with Sarah.
Yes.
Any thoughts from her?
She's still not 100% about the 2 doors into the bathroom.
And any other worries?
Sarah probably wanted to be a little bit nearer to a village, but
Right.
I think once she sees it, she might be swayed on that one.
OK, well, of course, we've got another property to see yet. It's your property number 2 choice, so let's head off and have a look at that.
Okay.
Should we come
All
this
right.
way? Come in, this is property number 2. So we've come much further inland here.
Right.
What do you think about the kind of the village setting? Is this more what Sarah had in mind, do you think?
This is one of the ideas she put forward first of all, something like this, and
You're right in the middle of
right
things.
in the middle, yeah.
Yeah. And what about this as a Bert sitting outside
this is definitely
area?
a Bert type.
This is Bert zone, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
Bert zone.
And what about the property itself? What are your first impressions?
Not as pretty as the other one. What do you think Sarah will think about it?
I think she'd have the same opinion, but I think Sarah would be thinking we can make it pretty.
Right.
Good point. Let's get inside.
Okay.
So we come straight into the sitting room in this property. What do you think of this, David?
Nice large room.
Yeah.
My Sarah could actually do something with it.
Yeah.
The floor, it's better than I thought it would be. When I saw it on the laptop, I was worried, but
Yeah.
it's not too bad.
I think Sarah would quite like this because I think it's the sort of room that she could put her own mark, make it her style, and I think especially she would love the wood burner. I think that is a nice part of this room.
Yes, it's
It's a
certainly
good
going
feature.
to give it a good cosy feel.
That's
isn't it?
right, yes.
Yeah. Right, well, let's carry on. So if you want to lead on,
Okay.
we'll go and have a look at the dining room.
Oh, so this is the yellow dining room.
Yellow indeed, yes.
Yes.
Very nice.
So this was something that Sarah liked, wasn't it?
Yes, she likes the colour. Don't know what it is about it, but she likes it,
Oh,
yeah.
well, there's one less job for you to do.
Yeah.
So do you think this is the kind of space that's going to work for you?
Yes, our table isn't nowhere near as big as this one, so it'll be quite easy to fit in.
Yeah.
No problem at all.
If you want to carry on round, one feature of this house is that you've got a downstairs bathroom. So
Huge.
Another of Sarah's favourite colours, lilac.
Oh, right, that's good. Now, how do you think she'll feel about the fact it's off the dining room?
Well, that was one of her concerns, but I'm not worried because I used to have a house with a bathroom on the ground floor.
Right, so you're used to it.
I'm used to
Yeah.
it. I'll try and talk her around to it.
Right, okay, well, let's carry on.
Okay.
Right, so now we're coming back into David's territory because you're the one who's
Right.
going to do all this lovely culinary inspiration when you move to Cornwall. What do you think of this kitchen?
The yellow and blue has come through again. Very nice size. You can move around in it. Might change the tops, but that would be something else to look at in the future. But it's definitely livable straight away.
Do you think this is a good practical kitchen to work in?
This long surface, I love it. Yeah, that's nice. You can spread out then.
Yeah, so the open shelving and everything is
Yeah.
good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sue, what do you think Sarah would make of it?
I think she'll think it's wonderful because it's so much bigger than they've got now. And I think she'll love the colours in here as well because she likes her yellows and blues.
Excellent.
I think that these might be staying a bit longer than they thought.
So I'm going to let the two of you go off and explore the rest of the property. Give Sarah a call, tell her what you're seeing, see what she thinks, and then we'll get together and see what the final decision is.
Okay.
Okay,
Right,
so I'll see you later.
Okay.
Hello, Sarah.
Hi, David.
We're upstairs now in the second house.
Is that the lilac room?
Yes, it's very spacious.
Oh, great.
This barn's fantastic. I'll be able to get my ceramic studio in there without any problem at all.
I think it's absolutely great. And there's extra garden over here for Sarah.
We have to go and have a look at that. Sarah really loved the idea of this secret garden when it was shown on the laptop.
I think she would love it here, and I think it would also be such a nice alternative place for Bert to come and sit.
So, David and Sue, we've come to the end of our house hunting. Time to find out which house you preferred. Let's start with the property we've just seen. So, David, having been here, what do you particularly like about it?
This room, dining room, kitchen not too bad. Fantastic garden area with the barns and the little sheds and everything. It's really got some good points there.
Now that implies there might be some drawbacks, so what are they?
Yes, well, the stairs for a start, because they're totally un-Bert suitable. Really would like a bedroom downstairs.
And so you've been the eyes and ears of Sarah for us today, so what do you think she would like about this house?
I think she would like the size of the rooms in this property, and also very much the secret garden. I really think she would love the secret garden.
And drawbacks wise, what do you think she would say?
Similar to Dave, I do feel, because obviously they've spoken about this together, but I think Bert being the big issue here, that very difficult for the stairs for him.
So really, it's the fact that there isn't immediately obvious accommodation for Bert. That's kind of drawing a veil over this property, really.
Yeah.
Right, okay, well, let's go back to the first property that we saw. I sensed when we were going around that you were having a really good reaction to it. So, David, what did you particularly like about Leet Cottage?
Basically, the lounge, loved the lounge. The kitchen wasn't bad. The conservatory was just outrageously good. And I liked where the Bert's room's around one side and you've got the possibility of the bathroom around the other side.
So actually that's what we've been looking for all along, was somewhere where Bert could have his own privacy and independence and the two of you could as well. So it worked really well in those terms. And obviously we've been in contact with Sarah throughout the whole search, but Sue, that first property, what were you and she particularly liking?
The character. That it was just oozing character, which was everything Sarah's been saying. Plus, again, for Bert, as Dave says, fantastic.
Were there any drawbacks, David?
Could be a bit remote for Sarah. I don't know.
I think I would say to her, go and look at it. Get the feel of it. Because I think once you've driven that lane a couple of times, it probably might not seem as remote as it feels the first time you go there.
Brilliant. So, well, we've heard our words of advice from Sue, who's been a brilliant help today. Thank you very much for your efforts, Sue. David, are you going to take it any further?
Yes, I am. The first thing I've got to do is get Sarah down here to look at it.
So, if Sarah likes it, will you be putting in an offer?
Yes, but all depending on Sarah, though.
All right, so it's up to Sarah to make the final decision. I'm on the edge of my seat, so all I would ask is that you keep me posted and let me know what she and you decide. But I'll just keep my fingers crossed because I think it's a lovely property. And hopefully, soon enough, Sue will have herself some new neighbours.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
I caught up with David and Sarah a few weeks later, and he was still keen to put in an offer on Leet Cottage. But as Sarah hasn't yet made it down to Cornwall to see it for herself, no final decision has been made.
All right.
Yeah.